What's up, everybody? Trinity here. Welcome back to the Second Street Marvel. Here we are on New Comic Book Wednesday, and today I'm going to be getting into my comic book pull list and giving you guys some reviews as well of those comic books. And I'm going to try to keep it short because I've got to go through last week's books as well. But we're going to start the show right off with the books that we picked up this week. Now, I did recently go out of town, so I picked up some extra goodies as well when we were out of town here just last week when I missed last week's reviews. That's why you didn't see a video last week. But starting right off, the first book that I have got here is Maniac of New York, issue number 2. This is a second volume of Maniac of New York. This book is being written by Elliot Callan. Andrea Muti is the colorist and the artist and colorist, and Taylor Esposito is the letterer. I'll show you those names right there. You can take a look at that. Now, this is about this slasher who very much looks like Jason from Friday the 13th, right? Where you got this slasher that is in New York going out there and doing his slasher thing. We've seen the first volume where Harry was basically caught. He got onto this a monorail, basically the subway system there that was basically unmanned. And he got in there, things got sabotaged, it wasn't coming to a stop, and he was on there going on a murderous massacre. Well, here in volume 2, this Maniac of New York, the Bronx is burning, we see that there's been more sightings of Harry, the Maniac Harry, here in New York and in the Bronx, and we see that the detectives on the case are still out there trying to track him down and bring him to justice. And we got a little bit of that in issue number 1, and then here in issue number 2, we see as Harry goes on a rampage to a school, to a school here, and we see that there are different characters in this school as well that are prepared. We can see that the schools have now taken preparations to fight back against if there's ever Harry attack from the Maniac here at their schools. And let me see if I can. It was in the back of issue 1. They had a little guide that showed the schools and the measures that they had in place for such events. And then we get here into like I said, into this series, and we see the Maniac of New York does end up unleashing on a school here, and the detectives are on the case. As we can see, they are still out investigating, and we see that there is a somebody that was in their life before that seen a weakness in Harry to be able to bring him to justice, and we can see that she's trying to desperately get a hold of the detectives here. Altogether, I think Maniac of New York, the Bronx is burning so far, 2 issues in, has been pretty good so far. If you like the first series, the first volume that they did just last year, you will definitely enjoy this one as well. But let's get here into the chats and see who all we've got here. So let's see. All right, where are we at? Let me get this chat up here. I see we've got Jedi Mike up in the building, as well as Christopher Barker, Quentin Time Podcast. Thank you so much for being here. Johnny on the spot, my man Mike Porter, Aaron from Strange Marvel Theories, and Reefer Man Reviews. What is up, everybody? We got Strange Marvel Theories with a $2 super sticker. Yes, thank you very much for that. Cool. Yeah. Yes. Okay. I'm humbly following and listening to your consistency message, and I hear you. All right. And said, where have I been? It happens, Mike. It's all good, man. It's all good. Christopher Barker here says, so I didn't watch the new Naomi series simply due to the fact I don't give a fuck, and Superman in that show I know isn't the same one from Superman and Lois. Yeah, I don't really watch any of the shows either, like any of the DC stuff. I don't watch any of that because like all those took place on just like, you know, your regular like TV programs. I don't really watch TV shows. not into it. So I can't even say that I don't really give a shit because like I just like I don't watch. So like it's nothing for me. It's nothing for me. But hey, I understand. You got reasons out there that you don't want to watch a movie or a show. Hey, more power to you, man. Everybody has their reasons for why they like and dislike stuff, right? That's all right. It's all good. And he says Book of Boba Fett is really boring. Well, you know, I'm gonna have to say that I kind of agree with you there, but at the same time, like I'm not completely turned off. Like it seems like it's I wouldn't say it's like there's not really like there's potatoes and no meat. You know what I mean? We got some potatoes. Give me some meat. Although it was nice seeing Stephen Root come in and play a role in this third episode, this third chapter of the Book of Boba Fett. Yes, that was pretty cool. That's pretty cool. But oh, we seen Richard Simmons made a cameo as well. Yeah. Quentin says that DM you whenever you get a second. All right, for sure. Why am I not banned? You know what, Mike Porter? We will, dude. You're banned. Oh man, did we seriously? We gotta. Oh man, we get one of the Russian bots, man. Dang it. All right. Well, moving on to the next book that I have here. This is on AWA Upshot. This is Hotel issue number 2 of volume 2. And I gotta tell you, I absolutely love this series. This was one of the first series that AWA Upshot put out. God, man, but it's been almost 2 years ago. And this is one of the first series they put out. I absolutely love this series. John Lees is the writer in this book. Dalibor Taljik is the artist. Lee Lowridge is the colorist. And Sal Cipriano is the letterer. Karen Grant is the cover artist. You can see those names right there. And again, this is very good stuff. And I like, you know what? I really like this cover too, man, from Karen Grant. It's really good stuff. Like, yeah, I like that. Now, this series, in case you don't know, it really is kind of like, you ever see that movie 4 Rooms? You ever see that movie 4 Rooms? And, you kind of got 4 different stories going on in these different rooms, and they all essentially, at some point, kind of connect together, right? Well, that's kind of like what this is, but it's like a horror story anthology in which each issue is telling this different story about a different person that is checked into the Pierrot Courts Hotel. And I gotta tell you, man, I absolutely love this series. I can tell you already, we need season 3. We need volume 3. Give me more Hotel, please. Please. Speaking of which, I actually seen, it was recently announced that John Lees will be doing a book over on Vault Comics as well. Ooh, man. That'll be great. That will be absolutely great. Like I said, John Lees, love his work. Dalibor Taljik, love the art that he does as well. The style that he does, it's like really good. I really do like his work. Make sure that you go check out Hotel if you have not. Why not? If you have, let me know what you think about it down in the comments below. Now, I was supposed to get the other book that came out this week, Knighted. I didn't, at the shop yesterday, we were short some books, and Knighted was one of the books that didn't come in, so I didn't get a chance to read that one quite yet, but I am looking forward to that, because the first couple issues there of Knighted have been pretty good. So we'll move on to the next book that I have here, which is on Image Comics. I don't pull a whole lot of Image anymore. I think there's like 3 that I can think of right off the top of my head. There's Ice Cream Man. There's Radiant Black. I've been pulling that one. Let's see. Oh, what's that? Dang it. I forgot the other one. And this one right here, Department of Truth. This is issue number 15. And this book right here is written by James Tynion IV. The art is by David Romero, a different artist here. The letterer is Aditya Bidikar, designers Dylan Todd, editor Steve Fox. The Department of Truth, created by James Tynion IV and Martin Simmons. And this right here is actually a Simmons cover that you can see right there. Now, this series has been very good. I like what they're doing with this series. They're taking a lot of conspiracy theory type of things and really kind of showing this how there's this Department of Truth who goes out there and really kind of they're kind of like the Men in Black. They're out there going and doing things with these theories when they hear of these different stories out there, because they use that to their advantage, because sometimes it also turns to their disadvantage, and trying to take those situations and manipulate them is kind of what we see ultimately going on here, because it's a government organization. You know there's got to be some corruption, right? You know, like, they've got to be the bad guys as well as the good guys, right? And that's kind of what we've seen throughout this series. And here, once again, we got another great issue here, just kind of just leaving us in this world of, like, it's very kind of unsolved mystery style, but what they basically do is they go and they hear, like this particular one that we are dealing, what was it, with Mothman? And they're going through some of the legends and everything about how that came about. Now, what they do, the Department of Truth, if there's something that they don't want to make big news, or they don't want it to become a thing, they go out there and try to bury the stories and do everything they can to get it out of the public's mind and public's conscious, because they have found that with stories they do want to come true, and even things that are completely fictions that they can create just through the mere belief of the people. And that's one of the things they do. So like I said, it's cancel culture and confirmation bias, right? If there's something they don't want to come to light, they go shut it down. If there's something else out there that they do, they go out there and do the things that they need to do to get all that confirmation bias out there to make it become real. And they dig a little bit further into that here in this issue, where we're getting this interview here. Basically the main character that they're interviewing throughout this issue. The art in this book, once again, really good stuff. Now, there's not traditional word balloons in this one and everything. You know, you got the you got it's all like kind of interviews of things going on here, different people they're talking to, and even this main character, which is Hines. What's his name? Hines. Dalton Hines, the guy who wears, who we had met actually earlier in the series, who wears the tinfoil hat, and we learn why he does the tinfoil hat and is all into that and doing all this kind of stuff. And then you guess that, like, the art in this books typically really do a good job in getting, like, capturing the creepiness and everything of everything going on here, as you can see with this character here. And, you know, then we even get in here on a bigger picture of him, and it's very kind of creepy and unsettling. And that's one of the things they've kind of done throughout this series that has been really really good. And man, just look at this, like, right? Very good stuff. This Department of Truth is definitely one of the books I would recommend. I believe this one is becoming a TV show. They're doing a series on this one, just like there's another one by James Tynion IV that is as well, called Something is Killing the Children, over on Boom Studios. And definitely Department of Truth is one I highly recommend reading. If you haven't read all of the single issues, it's probably going to be hard to find some of those out there without reprints or anything like that. You can always pick up the trade paperbacks out there. Again, very good stuff. Definitely and highly recommend reading this series. Definitely recommend that. Now, moving into Vault Comics this week, I picked up this issue right here. This is Lunar Room issue number 2. Now, I haven't read the series. I just been picking this one up because the Corin Howell covers. I just like Corin Howell does some really great art. You can go check her out on Instagram and stuff like that. A lot of the art that she does over there. So like total cover buys. I know. I'm sick with it. Now, the next one that I got here on Vault Comics, this is issue number 1. This is We Ride Titans issue number 1. Now, this one right here is the I believe this is the Hickson variant. I believe this is Joshua Hickson, and let's see here. This one right here, yeah. This is the Joshua Hickson variant right there, you can see. And then the other one that I have here to show you is right there. And this is the Daniel Gooden and D. Kniff and Tim Daniel variant. I believe that's Tim Daniel variant right there. So yeah, We Ride with Titans is kind of where we see that these cities are basically, the people are basically living in these bubbles, in these bubble cities, and they are protected by these big mech androids, and they also have these big, like, crazy kaiju monster beasts that come and attack, and obviously, you know, trying to kill and just, you know, all that bad stuff that comes with a kaiju monster attack. And you've got, like, again, you've got these people that run these mechs. And in here, in this particular story, we see that there's actually a family that is kind of in charge of this particular mech and protecting this particular city here. And the drama comes about when we see at the beginning here there is an attack, and the member of the family who is operating it appears to be drunk, and we can see that there is has obviously had issues with this in the past. Ends up defeating this kaiju, and then just kind of gets out of the armor and walks away. Then they reach out to his sister to get her to come in and basically run the mech until they can get her brother back and figure everything out. Now, I gotta say, well, let's get into this. This book is, Trez Dean is the writer, Sebastian Perez is the artist, D. Kniff is the colorist, and Jim Campbell is the letterer. Now, altogether, I showed you a little bit of the art there. That was towards the beginning of the book. I think a lot of that art was really good, and it really works out good. But then we get here a little bit later in the book, as we're just getting some of the dialogue and the setup as the mother is going out to reach out to the daughter, and I feel like a lot of the art falls flat. This is something like I see just in a lot of books, but like backgrounds, kind of the underestimation of a background. You know, simple things I think can fill in, but then through a lot of these, where you can like see in the characters, a lot of it feels, how would you like flat. You know, and times when we even see like things that would normally like be in motion, I don't feel the motion in what's going on in the story. But other than that, I think this book has been, it was pretty decent. I'm gonna see, we'll check out issue number 2 next month to see how this one continues. Again, this one is by Vault Comics. I like I said, I can go out there and check out a lot of their stuff. A lot of times because of the artists and sometimes the writers that they get out there. And I've never actually heard of Trez Dean before. So yeah, and interested to see where issue number 2 goes from here. But that's all of the new comic books that I got for this week. Now, I also did get this right here. This was, I believe this was, the shop got it last week, but it was supposed to be released this week. This is the Avengers West Coast. This is volume 5 right here, Darker Than Scarlet. So now I think I'm only missing volume 3, and then I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, because when I was out in Seattle recently, I was there visiting some family in the Seattle area. I guess north of Seattle. We weren't in King County where you gotta... No. Anyway. I picked this up at a shop there as well. This is the Avengers West Coast. This is Lost in Space and Time. This is the volume 2. And I am currently reading the volume 1 of the West Coast Avengers as well. So again, very interesting stuff there. There's a lot of stuff that I kind of see in these books that we see in like some of the series and stuff that's going on here. Like one of the first things that we get in the West Coast Avengers is that Hawkeye and Mockingbird first got married, and he's taking her there to the Avengers compound. And we also find out that his hearing is gone. He's hard on his hearing because of a battle they had, and I can't remember who they were fighting. But during this battle, basically, Hawkeye had like a sonic arrowhead or something. I can't remember exactly how he did it, but like they showed it. I think they showed him like putting it in his mouth or something, but like it was really loud and it like damaged his hearing. So he was having just hearing issues and stuff like that. So and then other things as well, because a lot of these Avengers West Coast, this is when we started getting the tie-ins of like the Vision and Scarlet Witch series, in which Vision and Scarlet Witch went to, I believe, New Jersey and got married, and everything like we got in the WandaVision series. So kind of interesting. I'll have the first 5 volumes of those, and I think that'll probably be enough for a little while to get caught up on some reading there for that. But yeah, let's get back here into live chats and see what everybody's talking about. Let's see. What's everybody saying here? Let's see. Yeah, Mike Porter says watermonger Stephen Root. Yeah. Yeah. Stephen Root's great, man. Stephen Root's a good actor, dude. I like him. But yeah, good stuff. All right. Eric Heine, what is up, dude? How are you doing? I hope all is going well with you. Justin Simone says, what you gonna do when the Myrtle Maniacs run wild on you? Brother! Yeah. I walked to the dispensary from a week because my car won't start. Oh, no! That sucks, dude. It's probably cold up there, too, right? I know it's cold. It's cold as shit here where I live at. Here in SoCal, it's been freezing. It's literally been freezing on, the nights here, so, yeah. Uncanny George, my man. Guys, go check out Uncanny George's channel. I wanted to read Hotel. Good to hear a strong recommendation. Oh yeah, dude, it's one of my favorites. The volume 1 is great. You can pick it up on trade paperback. And you know what? If you need a copy and you can't find it, let me know and just send me your address. I can send it to you. Jedi Mike says, "Hey dudes, consistency dad jokes. Yeah. Mike Porter with the dad jokes. I'm your ice cream man. Stop me when I'm passing by." Oh man, Dixie, a little creepy there. Come on. Yeah. Yeah. My man goes to bring all the boys to the yard. Oh man. Oh, you guys are terrible. Star Wars Santa, what is up, dude? My man. I was glad to catch your stream today with you and Lunga. Because when I got on there, I just got done watching the episode. Oh man. Look, the Perestroika. Yeah, there we go. I'm going to watch The Eternals tonight. I'm so excited. Have you seen the movie yet? And what did you think about it? Yeah, I thought the movie itself was pretty good. I mean, it could have been a lot better. I mean, I think what the movie suffers from is not serving itself, but the larger MCU. And I think it suffers for that. Yeah. But other than that, it's not bad. It's a pretty good movie. A little longer than it needs to be, but yeah. I see. Santa has help. Don't creep on people. Yeah. I'm fired up, ready to watch Eternals. I slept through first viewing at the theater. Yeah. Does Hawkeye like to get the baton? Watching Eternals IMAX today. Nice. Hell yeah. Tristan from Nerdette's Newsstand. How are you doing? Hope all's going well with you. Let's see. Gonna go smoke some weed, says Dixie. All right, there you go. Talking consistency and billing clients invoicing. Looking forward to, yeah, absolutely. Ooh, yeah, there you go. Tristan, if you're still here. Oh, yeah, there you go. Yeah, there you go. Oh, yeah. That'd be great. Yeah, CA cold. Yeah, California cold. Yeah, definitely. Okay, now we did get. I did pick up a couple of other books last week that we'll go ahead and get into here really quick. Let me get here. This book right here, Horror Comics. This is issue number 8, and this is issue 2 of a 2 part story that they are doing here. And I honestly, because I never got issue number 1, I still haven't read or anything. Like, yeah, I know I'm bougie like that. I still haven't read or anything of this, but I have heard these last 2 issues have been pretty good, and I can't wait to get into that. I mean, it's horror comics. How could it not be? How could it not be good? How could it not be good? The other one that I got from last week as well was The Fourth Man. This was issue number 1, written by Jeff McComsey, and art by Mike Deodato Jr., colors by Lee Lowridge, and lettered by Steve Wands. Where's the title page at? Where's the title page at? Yeah, and lettered by Steve Wands. Starring Paul Giamatti and James Caan and Harvey Keitel. And was that Jesse? Was that Jesse? Jesse, is that you, Jesse? Was that Jesse? I think it was. Also starring oh man, where's it at? Where's it at? I know they've got her in here. Oh man, why all of a sudden did I blank on her name? Yeah. And you'll know. Oh yeah, she was there next to. She was over by Jesse. Man, why all of a sudden Regina King? We got Regina King up in this piece too, man. And they do that a lot in these books that they've done throughout the AWA Upshot universe. They have used different characters that look like. We've seen Harvey Keitel in one of them. We've seen Ed Harris in another. This book right here, and no knock on the art or anything like that. Mike Deodato Jr. has been doing a good job on all of the books that he has been doing with the AWA Upshot universe, and especially for as much as he's been doing, I'm not going to blame him out for using some of the face models and everything and some different actors and stuff out there, and just things like that. Very good stuff for everything going on here, because there are other details that they put in here as well. Like I said, you get into some books and they, like, the details and everything lack in the back. And here, I mean, even you can see they, like, a lot of this stuff, I mean, maybe that looks like it's just a like they pulled a picture and did just kind of traced and did some of the simple stuff with that, just put a filter over or whatnot. Hey, it still took time to do a lot of the things that they are doing here, even going through coloring a lot of these books. And again, the art here as well. I mean, it still takes time to get in there and make this look like that, right? I don't care how much you go in there and get the easier details to really identify these people. But this book right here is kind of, we see like kind of a mafia thing going on here between this person who is owns this car lot. We see these detectives going in and investigating this murder. And we see that there's just a little bit, a lot of foul play going on here with just stuff going on here, and we see just kind of how quickly it gets all muddled up. And I really thought, oh, see, yeah, we got Ed Harris in here again too. I thought this book, The Fourth Man, was pretty good. Kind of interested to see where the story is going in here. Obviously, you can see there's just kind of people here, like how would you say, like gang territory kind of stuff. It's almost like Goodfellas. But I thought it was a good, entertaining read and a pretty quick read as well. Definitely, if you like these things that they've been doing in the AWA Upshot universe, you're probably going to like this one because it fits right in there with a lot of what they have been doing. Is that a Tigger in the back? Yeah. Yep, that's Tigger. Boba looking like a real schmuck at this point. Justin. Oh wait, Quentin says he loved the episode. Yeah, you know what? You know what's funny is I seen somebody post about it. They posted this. They posted that this episode was like Ben-Hur and Back to the Future, and I was like, it does. It really did have that feeling to it. like with the chase scene and everything there through the town and all that. Definitely an homage to that, but I mean, I still even feel just like even with all of that, like I feel like a lot of the action and stuff here, they just I feel like they do that kind of stuff just because they can't nail a lot of the action that they need to for some of this stuff. I'm not sure if they don't want to put the money into it or whatnot. I don't know, and I don't get it, especially like in the Robert Rodriguez episode. Like, what was that? Like, where's the act? Like, a lot of it just seems stiff and things like that. I don't know, but they still doing enough cool stuff. I'm not turned off by the show. I just wish like it feels like it's going really at a very slow pace as we're seeing Boba kind of go out there and how would you say wrestle this control of this empire as things are kind of in turmoil, so they say at this point. I think he's like a new leader. Got to learn how to command troops instead of be one. Yeah, could be. Yeah. Hashtag team half full, says Jedi Mike. Yeah. Got to be let it be built up. Boba will finish strong. Yeah, I'm sure it'll finish strong. Like I'm not even sure how many episodes that it is. How many episodes is it? Is it gonna be like 6 or 8? I'm guessing it's somewhere around the 6 or 8 range. Yeah. Thank you, Quentin. Thank you. Will I be able to watch this later, or is membership required? This one, I might take and make it members only, and then sometimes I do that, sometimes I don't. Chop it up into smaller bits for people to see, you know, like just like the certain reviews and stuff like that. So hard to say because that's what I've done with a couple of them. But it'll be up for a while. It'll probably be up for a while. It's such an accurate description. I can't. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. More punch, less talky. Not for me. Like I just want I feel like there's just like I don't know. I feel like we're getting potatoes and no meat. You know what I mean? Like I want the meat, even just if it's a little bit of meat in there with the potatoes. You know what I mean? Even just a little bit of meat with the potatoes would be great. It almost seems like they were doing the hero struggle. Worked with Mando, nobody knew him, and he had to earn his way as a new character. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I could see that, Justin. 7 episodes. Okay, all right. Thank you, Santa. 7 episodes. Yeah, all right. And yeah, like I said, it's been good. I think Danny Trejo coming in this episode as well. Yeah, Boba Fett is an established character that after a bunch of stormtroopers with a freaking giraffe stick in Mando, and now he's regressed to something else. Right. Yeah, I hear you. Well, and we also see that he's pretty battle damaged. He's pretty battle damaged and weary at this point. So, like, yeah. Yeah, my man Santa with the nod says Obi-Wan the homie. Yeah, absolutely. Yep. Boba's slow burn fires and for yeah, absolutely. And for me, like I said, I reserve my overall until it's all said and done with, because we can even see like Hawkeye, that series, how it started to how it finished. There was definitely a dip there from like the first 3 episodes. I thought the first 3 episodes were great. It was like yes, and then it dipped down. It didn't get, like, it wasn't bad, but it definitely dipped after those first three episodes. Yeah, but altogether, I liked the series. But yeah, so let's get into a couple of more comic books that I've got for last week as well. This one came out on AWA Upshot as well. This is Not All Robots, issue number 5 of 5. And this book is written by Mark Russell with, again, art by Mike Deodato Jr. The colorist is Lee Lowridge, and Steve Wands is the letterer. You can see those names right there. Again, this is one that is very much like, remember in the Matrix, the second Renaissance, where machines were living with humans and they were going out doing the work. And pretty much at this point, that's kind of what's going on here, where the machines are going out doing the work. The humans own the machines, but the machines are actually the ones out there doing the work and making the money. So they begin to get resentful of the families and just stuff like that. They start uprising. The families can't really do much about it because they're humans and not robots. And we see that there obviously is a lot of radicalism going on here as everything has kind of been happening. And here we kind of get the wrap up of this first series in here, as we kind of see this family who is torn apart by this, where the father was cut to the robots. They eventually came out with these mandroids that the robot was to look like humans. They skinned him and everything and made him look like humans, so that humans would be more accepting. But the father here in this story, he was already cucked by this robot. The only thing he didn't do was offer his wife up for sex to the robot. And I'm not kidding you. He was all what was his name? Jack. Yeah, you know who I'm talking about. Anyway. This book has been very good, as we've seen. This family was torn apart, but we see the father going on to get kind of what he wanted here by the end, as well as his wife and his kids, who ended up taking off with their grandma android. And altogether, I gotta say, I thought this series was funny and silly. Kind of a funny, silly commentary on, the whole humans and I guess how humans treat each other, but then also, through the vessel of androids and stuff. Like, you get it, right? You get it. I think it was a pretty good series. Definitely worth checking out if you didn't check out the single issues and you can't get a hold of them at your LCS. It'll definitely be worth the trade weight on that. It'll definitely be worth it. The next one that we had on AWA Upshot was Harriet Finnegan, Temporal Criminal, issue number 8 of 8. This series has been absolutely great by Garth Ennis, Goran Saduska on art, colors by Miroslav Merva, and lettered by Rob Steen. Those names are right there. This series has been fun. It's been silly. Kind of Marjorie Finnegan going around, messing around with time and history. As she's just been going through that. Her sister's been trying to track her down and bring her to justice, which she actually did, but then helped her escape. And we also see that the devil here actually has his own plot to basically make himself God, and that's one of the things that he's been playing. The art in this series I have really enjoyed. Again, a lot of it looks cartoony and silly at times, and then a lot of it too gets to points where the expressions are really good, even without a lot of details. Again, really enjoyed this book right here by Garth Ennis. Definitely a recommend. I think they released the volume, like the first 4 issues in a trade of this already. Definitely worth checking out. Fun, silly, time hopping. Marjorie Finnegan and her sister getting into some shenanigans. It's a good time. That's a good time. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, you left Alois. You watching Young Ripper right now, aren't you? Aren't you? I was too before I started the stream, so it's all good, man. But yeah. This one will probably stay there. It'll probably stay there. It'll probably stay there for you, Alois. The next one, Elvira on Dynamite Comics meets Vincent Price. Fun, silly. Definitely, if you like Elvira and you've been reading the story, you're going to read it. I'm probably not going to convince you on this one. Unless you're just like me and you like Elvira and you're like, you know what? Maybe I'll go check that out. Yeah, I certainly did. That's what got me onto it. The other one I had from last week was Deja Thoris versus John Carter. This is issue number 6. I believe in a series finale on this one. I'm not for sure. I think they said it was only 6 issues. I could be wrong. But I picked these up for those Joseph Michael Linsner covers. Absolutely beautiful stuff. Absolutely beautiful stuff. And then we got Blade Runner 2029 last week as well. This was issue number 11. And I've got this Sid Mead variant. Again here, I've really enjoyed this series. It's got the writer is Mike Johnson. Andreas Grinaldo is the artist. Marco Lesko is the colorist, and Jim Campbell is the letterer in this series. And if you like Blade Runner and you're into that whole kind of cyberpunk noir thing, you would definitely like this series, and definitely worth reading and checking out. They've also got that other one that they do as well. They started doing Blade Runner Origins. I haven't read it. I've just been reading this one right here and really been enjoying that. And if they're doing anything no different on that series than they are here, it's probably worth checking out. But that's all I've got. That's all the books that I got. The other, I mean, I did pick up this other book last week that came out last week as well. This is the EC Comics Archives. This is Weird Science. You know, from those old EC Comics, dude. I love these books, man. This one's got a foreword by George Lucas. Oh. I really dig these books right here. The art in this books and the stories. You get a lot of like the people who went on to basically in the comic industry and were the giants, the big names out there. The big names out there. Who all we got in this one? Obviously, we've got Al Feldstein, Marie Severin, Harvey Kurtzman, Al Feldstein again, Wally Wood, Gardner Fox, Jack Kamen. Let's see who else. Wally Wood, Harry Harrison, Al Feldstein, Harvey Kurtzman. Let's see. Yeah, like I said, a lot of the greats that did these old books. I mean, like look at the art in these. Like this isn't the art that you get in the books. That's just stuff that they have in here for these trades and stuff to make them look nice. But you get in here a lot of this great art, and these, I'm telling you, these stories and the art in these books, like these things are these are classics, man. Like this stuff right here. This, like, I read these books, I'm like, dude, like this is what comics are all about. And the thing is, like, a lot of it is very simple. You know what I mean? I feel like these days everybody's trying to do something just like too complicated, and you know what? It can't be that hard when you get in here and you read some of these books and what they're doing in the stories and the storytelling that they're doing in there. You know, I'm like, this isn't really very, very hard at all to do. It can't be. But you see so many things out there these days, like I just don't feel like they have like that same kind of writing style to them, that same meat and potatoes, if you will. But yeah. Anyway, that's just if you ask me. But let's get it back in here. See what everybody's talking about. Last name Mihov. Oh man, Hawkeye dipped 100%. Yeah, it did. Yeah, and again, I don't think it was bad. It wasn't a bad show. I mean, I think it's probably definitely one of the better ones out there for many reasons. But yeah, it definitely dipped. I was just watching K. Oh, okay. Yeah. I know. Yeah, he went like about 8 o'clock. Yeah. Cash. Yeah. Number 5-9 industry. Oh, did he already? Oh, short one. Relatively short then. Can't wait for my second street. Just days away. Yeah. From the badge. Hell yeah. Interesting fact. My dad knew George Lucas in Chicago and helped Lucas come up with the idea of the Death Star. Nice. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. But anyway, guys, what else you guys got? What else you guys got? Anything else you guys want to talk about? Like Book of Boba Fett. Yeah, you guys. So I hear some of you out there say you didn't. Kind of feeling like me about it. Let me see. Where is this thing? There we go. There we go. Oh, there we go. I wasn't there either. Yeah, I kind of feel like me about it. Like, it's definitely a slow burn, and I'm okay with that. Like I said, I'll reserve my judgment overall by the time that we get to the end of it. I feel like it is kind of that thing where it's kind of a build up to something, and it's gotta be. Otherwise, these first 3 episodes would be all for naught. And I don't know. I'm interested to see where it goes here over the back half of the season. Definitely, yeah. Workout today, yes. Workout today was good. You know what? I actually made a Discord channel over on my Discord. There should be a link down in the description where you can check that out. If not, it's definitely here on the channel as well. But I made a channel in there where I'm going to be posting some of that stuff in there, kind of what I've been doing throughout my day, and just some of those little things out there. You know, time I'm waking up. You know, time that I'm eating breakfast. Just little different things like that. Getting ready to work out. Just yeah. Kind of a little diary, I guess, if you guys want to follow along. If you want to follow along. But yeah, workout today was good. I did shoulders and arms today, and I think it was pretty good. I think overall it went pretty good after yesterday's workout. But yeah, ready to get out there and get ready and kick ass the rest of the day. But it has been good, but not great. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, definitely good, not great. I can agree there. Just feel that if your intention is to choke, then you should keep your target in the back to water. Yeah. I mean, maybe so. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. It might have been easier that way, but I don't know. I mean, he had the mask on, but I mean, it would have. Yeah, I mean, it would have. Yeah, you would have. Yeah. Got the link from Star Wars MCU OG. Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. Sweet. Mechanical engineer apprenticeship at the time. Probably around 67 we met. Oh, okay. Nice. Sweet. Hell yeah. But we'll be fine. I still love all things MCU. Says Mike, licensed to Shield Porter. Yes. So stoked to be on Journey. Yes, absolutely. We're going through it. Like I said, I gotta. You know what I didn't do is it's something I always neglect to do is photos. I need to get some photos so I can show of what I look like now, like all dad botted out, to what we're gonna look like in 90 days. Right? Yeah. We're gonna take all this little extra chub. It's gonna come off. It's just gonna go. Whoop. It's gonna fall right off. Now, me, I also I don't really, especially at this point, not really lifting to get size, size or anything. Looking more to slim down right now as building size, and it kind of all goes hand in hand at this point as well. But I don't really because I'm a cyclist for the most part. It's the main thing I like to do is I ride bikes and everything. So having big muscles other than leg muscles and heart muscle doesn't really help you out there, big bulging biceps doesn't help, but that don't mean that I can't be slim and trim still at the same time. So yeah, absolutely, yeah. 90 days we'll be there. Yeah, and the program that I use is, I mean, it's simple, it's P90X. It's simple. The thing is it's a program. It goes by the progression, and it changes. You go the 30 days and another 30 days. It switches it up, and that's kind of what you got to do to not plateau and stuff like that. And even then, you're still always going to hit points where you plateau. But then the other thing is you can modify. You can take these basic workouts and modify them. That's what a lot of. I remember when a long time ago when it was really big, and I think that was probably around the time when I got it and was getting into it. People were like, oh, it gets you, it'll get you. I can't remember how people were putting putting it down. It's you have to modify it for different things. If you want to get size on, you shorten the workouts and you lift heavier weights and smaller reps. He literally even says that in the videos. But that's what it's all about, is getting, just getting all of the right, hitting all the right things to, kind of get more fitness. Now, the one I really like doing that I've also got too is the P90X2, which I like that one because I am a cyclist and it concentrates on a lot of stuff through the core and things like that. I like it for that. So yeah. Core strength is what I need, and to protect the back. Yeah, absolutely. You see that? It's funny. That's what I was just saying that right as you're putting that in there. Yeah, and that's the thing. That's what I like about the P90X2s, because it does a lot of stuff. Like I used to laugh about you doing workouts with like the the exercise ball and stuff like that. But like that thing like really helps out with a lot of stuff, and it works. It plays a part in a lot of the strength training that I do as well. But yeah, absolutely, and like kind of the core is like a key to a lot of it, especially because like your back as well. And that's one of the things like when after I was hit by that car, and just kind of like things are turning out so far to be about as good as they could have been. Um, as I'm kind of coming back here, is one of the things I used to concentrate on a lot was back health, keeping your back healthy, because it really is the key to your health. Everything is kind of tied through your back, and keeping that healthy is something that I think is very important, and it's something that I always kind of concentrated on and try to do and take care of. And there's certain exercises, a lot of stuff that they have through the P90X stuff, and where they do some of the core stuff that really works on a lot of that, working out some of the back and stuff like that. And that's also some of the reason I want to get some of the different machines that I want to get here for my weight set here at the house, is like a machine where I can be doing like cable flies and stuff like that, aside from just the stuff that I do with my normal free weights. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, core strength, yeah, definitely very important. Yeah, like I said, I'm a cyclist. I was out riding on my morning bike ride, and I got hit from behind. I flew up on the lady's car, flew up on the lady's hood, and then landed, just smacked right down on the ground. Yeah, uh, yeah, yeah. You got to do it. Oh, you got to do it, Obi-Wan. You got to do it. And that's the thing, is it just takes a little bit every day. And the most important thing is finding, when does it work for you. You got to fit it into your schedule. Like for me, things have been so crazy over these past few years that like basically like even like pretty much since I started this channel, because a lot of this came out of after I had crashed and fractured my clavicle, and went through that. I fractured my clavicle, my scapula, and some ribs, and I had to work back from that, and I did. 10 days later, I was back on my bike, and bounced back really quick. And that's when a lot of this started. But then since then, a lot of stuff has changed. My wife has changed. She got a new job. She got a better job. Her schedule changed. Then having to deal with me, be here with the kids, getting them ready for school. But then it got to a point where, that wasn't a thing, because her schedule had changed, so she was here. But then we all know what happened a couple years ago, which was something else. So, but one of the things I've found is, for me, it's best to do any of my workouts first thing in the morning. First thing in the morning is when I have to fit it in. I don't have time like later in the day when I get done. Like, you know what? Like, for the most part, because by the time I get done with my day, I'm fucking tired. I ain't got time for that shit. You know what I mean? Bam, do it first thing in the morning. It's the best time to do it for yourself, for your body, and so many other different reasons. But that's what I do. That's what I do. Just take a little bit of time in the morning. It doesn't take long either. You can do a half hour. You can do a half hour. You can do 45 minutes. If you got, an hour, do it. Just wake up a little bit earlier if you have to. But that means that you have to make sure that you're getting adequate sleep and going to sleep early enough as well, if you're going to wake up and do it in the morning. So that's kind of what I do. I like to be in bed around 8 at night, so I can hopefully be passed out and out into sleep by 9 o'clock. That's kind of where I like to. That's kind of like where I like to be at. Where I like to be at. Brian Stone, thank you so much for being here. That tall cable machine thing is a recipe for getting jacked. Yeah. So you can do like lat pull downs. You can do cable flies. Should have the pulley so you can sit there and do when you're doing from the ground as well. Yeah, just stuff like that, because like it's very important stuff, because like you can't quite replicate some of those things with free weights. Like I've got like with my dumbbells, and even just all that, like you can't do some of that stuff with there. And even doing pull-ups is different than doing that. I finally got good at doing pull-ups when I learned how to get. You got to get your you got to get your core and everything engaged. Like everything kind of tenses. Like it's not even tenses up, but like you got to get it all. Like you don't just sit there, like But learning some of that, especially when I'm heavier, and then it gets easier when I get lighter. When I get lighter. So yeah, I mean, just slowly building that strength up. And I can tell getting back on trying to do some pull-ups, like, bro, it's fucking pathetic right now. I'm sitting like, bro, like I get I'm back like virtually at square one, except for the fact that I can still actually do a few pull-ups each time I have to throughout my workouts. But it feels pathetic. It feels pathetic. Where I'm sitting there like, oh yeah, I used to be able to do like 10, 12 easy throughout for each one of these workouts, and now it's like it's back down again. Yeah, but yeah, cable machine. Get a rig from a Rogue. You can attach it to. Okay, yeah, and that's the thing is, I was kind of looking like I want to go out there and look, and yeah, okay, that's one of the brands out there, Rogue. I will check out their stuff too because I want to get a rack because what I need is a squat rack and I need a bench, and I figured I could get a squat rack that probably has like the cable stuff attached to it. And pretty much from what we'll be doing here on the live streams is we'll be setting here. We're gonna have our new show that's gonna be called Curls and Comics. Right? It's gonna be Curls and Comics. Maybe some days it'll be Chest and Comics. Right? It'll be Chest and Comics. Or maybe it'll be Back in Comics. Back in Comics. Or maybe it'll be Abs in Comics. Maybe it'll be Abs in Comics. But yeah, definitely. I definitely want to get. Yeah, I'll check that out. I didn't even think about it because I was thinking like, what other brands are out there? Who does these? Because I want something like affordable. I don't want cheap. I don't want cheap. I don't like that's not me. I don't fucking roll with cheap. I want affordable. I want quality. Right? I want bang for my buck. I'm willing to pay a little bit extra for a machine that's going to last me for a while. For stuff that's going to last me. Like I said, I've got like all my bikes out here. There's ridiculous amount of money that I've spent on bicycles. I'm willing to pay for some good quality shit. Yeah. That's Gluteus Maximus. Yeah. Glutes and Comics. Yeah. Glutes and Comics. Nah, I'm not going to do that for you right now. You don't want to see it. You don't want to see it right now. Yeah. Core and Comics. Yeah. Abs and Comics. What's that female demographic? Yeah. Absolutely. I'll have to set up like a little, like the little board. Remember that? I don't even, do people even make those things anymore? Back in the 80s, what they had was like, you would find the craziest shit, 70s and 80s. But they would basically had a board. It was just a board. Almost like you would put on a bench. It was just a board. They had the little thing that like your feet just basically like in a little pole that came out with that had the little pads. Your feet would attach to you. You just put it. You just set that motherfucker on something. Like you'd put it like right here. I put it here on this table and have it lean down, and it's just at an angle. And you just start doing it right there. Like, fuck it, it works, I guess. Yeah. How's your water consumption? I am terrible. You know what? Like I've got this big old cup right here. I think this is about 64 ounces. I got this at Cinemark, and their slogan for 2020 was 2020, bring it back. I try to go through a few of these a day at least. But yeah, I try to keep my water consumption good. Consumption good. You know what? My mom, I think my sister got it for Christmas maybe a year or two ago. But she got this water jug that's really great too. But it has like a measuring thing on it. But it's pretty big. It's pretty big and pretty tall. Basically, you should be drinking this a day. And I'm like, dude, I need that thing. Pull-ups are easier if you engage your shoulder blades. Yeah. You got that, and I like your one of the things they always do, like they have you do like the scapular retraction, like getting it all engaged all together. Yeah, definitely. Exactly, the stabilizing muscles. Yeah, exactly. And that's what, like I said, that's one of the things I like about with the exercise ball is because you get in there and it kind of puts you all off, and even off balance. And even like when I do like push-ups and stuff, I've got like the medicine balls that you put one under each foot and then one under each hand, and you're sitting there. You got to keep like your core engaged to even stay up on these balls to start doing push-ups. It's great. It's great. Let's see. Our workout is awesome. It's simpler. Move your body and do stuff. Stuff your face whole with Big Macs. Dixie, that's great. That's great. I flew into the windshield after bouncing off the hood. Oh man, ouch. What were you riding? What were you riding, Jedi Mike? What were you riding? Yeah. Yeah, the Dixie, that's funny. Beer and we'll do beer and comics. Bruce and Stephanie used to do that. They used to do that. See, getting old isn't for the weak of heart, so I have to be more mindful and efficient with my workouts. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And see, and that's one of the things like I like to mix it up because I pretty much do a lot of the strength training. A lot of my strength training routine is based on the P90X and the P90X2. But then I also like to do like I got the insanity workout as well. I like to do that as well because it's a lot of the plyometrics, jumping around and shit like that, which is good for your bones. Things like that like help prevent just getting impact on your bones and stuff helps keep your bones healthy. But obviously like not falling off your bike and breaking your clavicle and stuff like that. But yeah. So Trinity, what is your fighting weight? Mine is about 190, 195. Right now, I'm 210. Right now, I'm setting, been hovering right around 200. But what I like to get down to for like when I'm riding and everything, like 170. It's been a while since I've been there. But typically, I'm usually like right around 175, 180. So I'm about 20 pounds over right now. But yeah, if I can hit 175, I'll be friggin' happy. I think the slimmest I've got kind of in my adult life was I think I got down to like 165. I don't think I got really much below that. And I was skinny as hell. But not like unhealthy skinny, and not like I wasn't a fucking twink. I wasn't a twink neither. But then definitely, when I get that light, you can definitely see how big my fucking head is. I think fucking, yeah, you can see how big my head is. Trolls and comics. Yeah. My fighting weight is a quarter pounder. That's funny. Yeah. Glutes and comics is a totally different show. Oh, man. Yeah. No telling who might show up for that. Balance board. Yeah. Set board. Yeah. Feet tied down. Yeah. Okay, they do still do those? They do still have those? All right. Quarter pounds. Yeah, there you go. You do those 8-ounce curls too. Yeah. I think that depends on whose glutes and comics we are talking about. Yeah. I mean, if it's mine, probably so. You're good. You're good. Yeah. Drink about 5 to 6 of those Cinemark cups a day. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we're made up of 70% water. Yeah, just like the Earth. Yep. The 80s had all the innovative shit. Yeah. Well, they had some crazy shit too, man. They had some crazy shit too. Crossing the street after a cross-country practice, 14 years old. Wow. Traumatic brain injury. Squad. Okay. Yeah. See, and like I said, I was. Yeah. You got it pretty good. I got lucky. Like I said, I mean, I got the fractured back in a couple of spots, and pretty much else. The rest was scrapes and cuts. But yeah, definitely very lucky. Yeah. Bruised brain, lung contusions, lots of asphalt under the skin. Yeah. And I was gonna say I didn't really have any asphalt neither. Like I got lucky as shit. I was setting like like I said, very lucky in every way. Because I remember sitting there like, man, like I can't, but like I'm surprised my shit looks this good. Like when I like all my road rash and everything I had on my arms, my legs, even my ass. Like I was sitting there like, damn, like I'm fucking lucky as shit. Yeah, 170 is the perfect weight. Says Mike. Yes, my man, Mike, comic book steals and deals. My man, how are you doing? How are you doing? But yeah, that's crazy, Jedi Mike. That's crazy. Yeah. Um. Let's see. Why do they call them medicine balls? Because if you drop them on your feet, you will need medicine. I don't know. I don't know why they call them that. I don't know why they call them that. I don't know why they call them that. Good question. Good for thick hair, strong bones. All right. That hashtag dad jokes. Hashtag team half full. Yeah. I almost want to pledge a 20-pound goal with you, Trinity. Getting inspired. Yeah, do it, dude. 20 pounds. I would say that's easy, but it's still tough because that's what I'm going for. I'm basically like, if I can lose 20 pounds over the next 90 days, I'll be happy. It's gonna take some work though. It's gonna take some work, especially as like trying to lose weight while still putting on lean muscle mass and stuff like that. I mean, that's the challenge in itself. Like I could lose the weight if I wanted to, easy. Like what I would do is I would go full on diet. I would start there, and I would just be like, I would fast for a week. I would just straight up stop eating for a week. Probably like 5 days. Just nothing but water for 5 days. Bam! Get into ketosis, slowly start introducing foods back in, and keeping my calories and everything pretty moderate and low, and then slowly starting to build them back up. And keeping, activity, I wouldn't say minimal, but less than I normally would. And like, I mean, like if it was like if I really wanted, like we could do that. That's but I figured like it's winter time here. I'm not gonna get to do as much bike riding and stuff like that as I want to. So we'll take stuff out, like make just get the diet where it needs to be as I'm doing going through and doing the strength training now. And then when here in about 3 months, as soon as we're done with this first cycle, then it'll be time to, maybe after I'm done with this 90 days, maybe at that point I will go and do like I said, a fast. I might just end up doing 3 days at that point of a fast, just enough to get into ketosis, and then start the diet and really tighten down the screws from there. Because at the end of 90 days, like losing like the 25 pounds that I'd like to lose shouldn't be a problem. But they are also, it's those last 25 pounds, like to get to like kind of my ideal weight, and those are like the hardest ones to lose. So that's kind of the challenge in itself too. But like I said, I mean, it would be easy if I just took right now and just cut off every yeah. But that's the hard thing to do. It's a hard thing to do. Yeah, let's do it. Yeah. Join Discord. Yeah, absolutely, do it. Yeah, I got hit a car. Hit a car riding a bike and put a dent in the bumper. I ride too fast, broke jaw and stopped. Ouch! Oh, ow, man. Yeah, man, that's rough. Yeah. Ow, damn. Yeah, I was saying that's the thing with me too. Like out on my road bike, man, I'm out there hustling, dude. Like I want to be putting it down. You know what I mean? Like that's yeah. They had to use SOS scrub pads to get the asphalt out. Yeah. That's rough. Yeah, Trinity lose 20 pounds. You're not fat. Oh, dude, you want to see my midsection right now, man? It's a little flabby. You'll see. I'm gonna get some pictures and everything taken. But it's a little flabby right now. It's a little flabby. RC Scott, what's up? Say it's colder than Witch's Nipple at work today. Yeah, dude, it's cold here out in the studio. It's pretty cold. Cole's comment claims, what is up? How are you doing? I hope all's going well with you. Mike Porter says it wasn't a question, Trinity. It was a dad joke. I think you need a Tylenol ball for your head. Yes, maybe so. I know. Yeah, I don't take. Yeah, exactly. Nope. Are we setting goals? Do I have to get my laser focus? Yeah, always. Always goals. Always got to have the goals. Eric the Guapo, thank you so much for being here. Yeah, don't do ketosis. Your breath will smell like turpentine and you will be weak. Ketosis means your body eats protein. Well, there's a lot that goes into it. But when I do it, like even when I did it in the past, generally what I do is I would get into the keto and do that just for 90 days. I do that just for 90 days. Like, and it works too. I've done it a couple times. Like, get into the ketosis and do it strict as hell for 90 days. And then after that, everything gets all trimmed up. And then what I do is I basically still follow that diet. I still follow that diet for the most part. But then what I do is nutrient timing. I use, when I'm going to have carbs and stuff, I use it as the energy and the fuel that I need when I'm out going for a bike ride. Typically bike rides at that point. Because that's why I would be slimming up and everything is, to be lighter on the bike. Then I just I basically follow the diet, and then I'll just introduce and use carbs for energy before workouts, going out on a ride and stuff like that, which is weird because a lot of the times I end up doing the morning rides and stuff fasted, right? So, don't have anything anyway. But then definitely after a ride, use that to refuel. And really, like, once you're into ketosis as deep as you get after being in there, as I would be in there for like 90 days, those carbs aren't going to be detrimental, and you can still remain in ketosis basically throughout most of your day while you're still having some of those carbs. Now, is it keto proper? Would people be upset about that? Yeah, if they're some of those people that get all upset online and stuff. But again, using it as fuel. But that's ultimately what we should be doing anyway, in the general sense, is using food as fuel, not necessarily to, where a lot of people just end up storing far too much energy reserves, right? Yeah. All right, you have a good one, Quentin. Thank you so much for being here. Keto helped me lose almost 50 pounds. Yeah. Like I said, and again, I mean, he didn't say don't work. He just said don't do it. But the thing is, like, you got to get everything balanced right. You got to get everything balanced right to do it. I can't wait for all the snow to get off the ground here in Michigan so I can get back on the bike. I need to do more weight training. Yeah, absolutely. And even just a little bit of resistance training. Like here for the most part, all I've got in my dumbbells is I've got 5s through 35 dumbbells. I definitely need heavier. I probably need through at least, I don't know, I would say 50s so I can do some of the back stuff, but maybe not yet since I'm still working back up to that. But like 50s, because like I feel like beyond that, I probably just might as well just do use a machine or just do something, probably something different with that. But yeah, that's pretty much what I've got. I've also got my Olympic bars here as well as some plates, but I need to get more plates, and I need, like I said, a bench and a squat rack. And I'm set up and good to go. Yeah. But yeah, weight training, very important. Strength training is very important. Very important. 1 week without weed, trying to find a new job. Oh, trying to find a new job. Yeah, do it, man. Do it. Yeah. My sister's looking for a new job. She might be getting it. Maple oatmeal for lunch. Oatmeal packets.
Stop it. Stop it.
Do a squash soup for lunch. Yeah, and 5 Whoppers. Ketosis can work for a crash diet. It's very hard to transition back to normal diet. Well, I think for the most part, the general principles of the diet are absolutely, they're good. They're good. But the thing is, people get hyper focused on stuff. I wouldn't say it's anything to do long term, because the thing is, with the ketosis, they pretty much say not even fruits. You can't even have fruits. The only fruits you can have is berries, strawberries, blueberries, raspberries, and stuff like that. Where I would say the only thing is, once you do a little, like I said, 90 days of doing the strict keto. After that, here's the easy thing: don't have processed carbs, right? Just eat your fresh fruits, eat your fresh vegetables and everything. Eat normally, but don't eat the processed crap that we eat, because none of that's good for you. all that bullshit, the breakfast cereals, bread, and all that. Like, all that's like, you're gonna have some rice with this. Like, even that's kind of like, that goes through processes too. But like, keep it to the fresh fruits and vegetables. You can't go wrong. You can't go wrong with that. Once you get there, the only thing is, like, most people consume too many processed carbs, and that's the ultimate killer right there. If it wasn't for that, most people wouldn't have to worry about all the other things that they have to worry about to get to being, I mean, at least that carrying extra weight not needed. Because, like, if you're just eating fresh fruits and vegetables and your lean proteins and stuff like that, it's kind of hard to overeat fruits. You know what I mean? It's kind of hard to overeat a lot of that stuff to where it's going to be a detriment to your health and your weight. But yeah, you're a calorie counter. No. And that's one of the things, especially like on the keto, they said if you're doing it right, you don't have to worry about calories. And generally, here's the thing too: if you're eating fresh fruits and vegetables and your lean proteins and stuff like that, like, I mean, why would you have to worry about calories in that case? Because you're eating healthy stuff. Yeah. But yeah, no, I've done the calorie counting, but that was when that was at a time when that's what I was looking for. I was looking to really tighten down the screws. So I went in and yeah, I had my salad, did that a couple times, and I got like what I needed and what I knew was going to be like the nutrient count and everything for my salad, and then went through, found out how much was whatever to find correct portion sizes, because one of the most important things is getting enough protein out there for your body and finding out exactly how much that is a day. And once I actually found out how much protein I should be eating a day just to maintain, let alone start building muscle, that's a lot of fucking protein to eat if you're just eating it, which I would say to do anyway, to eat the protein, not, protein shakes and shit like that. But like, I was like, dude, like, that's a lot of shit. And if you can eat that, if you like eat what you should be eating every day, you probably won't have room, and you'll probably be full most of the time to not want any of the processed garbage that a lot of people are out there eating every day. And again, I'm not somebody that demonizes all that stuff neither. Like if I want a cookie, you know what I'm gonna do? Like, I'm not gonna go out there and find a keto cookie and like, oh, look at that. Like, no, I'm gonna go have a cookie. And chances are it's probably gonna be a cookie that I make here at the house with ingredients, because I've got a killer cookie recipe. Yeah. I got you. Some people store too many energy reserves, but there's a whole lot of roads. There's a whole lot of roads. Oh man, comics studio plus gym. Yeah, absolutely, exactly. Apex, exactly. Wasn't a packet, bruh. Oh no, yeah, it was Ant-Man. Remember, like on Ant-Man 2, where they're trying to cut costs, and he's like, "What's his name?" T.I. was like, "Oatmeal packets." I'm a rice guy, says Chillmonger. Yeah. Like, my wife's Asian, bro. Like, you ain't got to tell me. Plus, I'm half Mexican, so like, I'm a rice guy too. But I'm really a beans guy. I like beans are like my life force. You know how like how Popeye is it like has spinach? Like, beans are my spinach, right? Beans are my spinach. Yeah. I'm on a seafood diet, says Dixie. Funny. That's funny. Yeah, I'm overweight because of all the broccoli I eat. Yeah. Like, I eat so much broccoli. Oh my god. If you eat a lot of broccoli, you know what? Like, you're probably pretty regular. And you might be, yeah, I don't know, man. My problem was eating late at night, snack before bed, added up over time. Oh yeah. Well, and see, and that's the other thing too, is like, really trying to get into this, trying to be serious about wanting to lose weight and still be doing, like, not going full on into it right now, just tightening up and just being good for now, getting the diet under control, is not eating 3 hours before I go to sleep. So if I want to go to sleep at be to bed by 9, basically no eating after 6 p.m. If I can do 5, perfect. But yeah, no eating before that. And then do your intermittent fasting and don't eat for 3 or 4 hours after you wake up, right? Even though, and believe me, there's plenty of times I'll do that even after going for a bike ride or doing my workout and stuff like that. It's still eating 4 hours after I've waken up as well. But yeah, late night snacking, yeah, that'll do it. Yeah, calorie counting was a fad. You need calories to burn fat. Yeah, absolutely. And if you cut back too much, your body starts to hold in everything that it does to store because it don't know when it's going to eat again. It goes into starvation mode and it holds on to it. And people are like, "Oh man, like I'm hardly eating anything. I'm gaining weight because you're not eating enough." Like, and that's the thing is you've got to find that balance of what is enough. Basically what your body needs and your energy output. And believe me, it's not easy, but you'll know when you get it right. The easiest thing is to get your protein. If you can get your proteins right, everything else is easy. It's easy. Chips Ahoy, 40 spinach, nice. Yeah, 40 spinach, yeah. Right, like a champ, yeah. Working on intermittent fasting now. 8 on 16 fasting, yeah. Mm-hmm. And 16 fasting, that's pretty easy when you like. If you get 8 hours of sleep, that's half your time right there. 4 hours, like 3 hours before, 5 hours after. It shouldn't be too hard. And you can have like a coffee in the morning as long as you don't put anything in it. You know, if you like black coffee. Enjoy gummies. Oh man, Dixie, that's funny. With my new newborn, it's been hard not eating late because I've been staying up till 2 a.m. Yeah. Absolutely. For me, it's essential to hit the gym when dieting. Way less likely to cheat when you put in the hard work. Yeah, absolutely. That for sure, because you're reaping the rewards. You see it all. You're like, hey, I'm seeing results here. I can be good for a little bit longer. Yeah. You'll get the green broccoli squirrels. Oh, that sounds terrible. Dixie. Green broccoli squirrels. No. No, I'm not even gonna go there. But I don't know how long we've been even going here, man. How long has it been? Well, okay, only an hour and a half. Not too bad. I thought we're just approaching the 90-minute mark. I thought with all these comic books I had to talk about and everything, it would be a lot longer than that. But hey, here we are. But I am going to go ahead and bring this stream to an end, guys. Again, thank you all so much for being here today. Thank you to all the channel members, the Myrtle Maniacs, as well as our super chat we got earlier from Aaron from Strange Marvel Theories. Thank you, my brother, so much for that. Greatly appreciated. Going to have some stuff coming up here on the channel as well. Like I said, going to be kind of following my progress of everything going on here. Got more comic book stuff that I want to talk about, things like that, and probably going to reach out to some guests to come on to some streams as well. Even got a hold of Black Angus the other day. My man got a hold of me. We're going to do a stream together come early February. So be on the lookout for that. But thank you all so much for being here today. Make sure that you've given this video a thumbs up. Give it a thumbs down if you don't like it. It's all good. You're not going to hurt my feelings. I swear. And I won't know anyway, because YouTube, they don't do that thing anymore. And they don't, you know what they say that they're going to give the creator feedback? They don't do that. I haven't seen any feedback about thumbs downs unless nobody's given me a thumbs down. Has nobody given me a thumbs down? Nah. I don't know. But you all have a very good day. Have a great rest of your week, and we'll see you in the next video or live stream. Later.